Hi guys, hello and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. So Mel, we are unboxing another one of the Talisman expansions. Which one are we doing today?
The City expansion.
Okay folks, so this is going to be the City. Last episode we showed you the dungeon.
Yeah.
And this again is another one of the corner pieces that fits onto the main board.
I'm quite excited for this one.
Yeah, well this is the one that Mel was saying last month she really fancied. The dungeon was for me because I love all dungeon delves and that kind of stuff, but you're really excited. I told Mel off camera what some of this expansion actually entails and she's like a little bit excited. Okay, so there is the box, avoiding the glare as best I can, and just your typical Talisman art there, you know. See the Pegasus spiel, logo underneath. Talisman Magical Quest game, revised 4th edition, the City expansion, okay? And I'll give you a quick blip at the back of the box. Okay, so you regulars now know that these expansion boxes are in the medium format, which these are, and the smaller format, which we will go on to as we go later into the series. So they basically have more cards, more bits, usually a little quirk or two that changes the game slightly if you want to. And more importantly for Mel, who just before the camera was rolling, had a look and saw what the characters, the extra characters on the back of the box actually are. I do not know. So when I turn this over to have a little read, we shall see. Okay, so trusty specs. How are you all anyway? You all enjoying the series so far? So it just says, okay, the City expansion, a city of wealth and opportunity beckons for the brave travellers seeking the crown of command. The city is a place of both great potential and great peril. Wandering the streets, a visitor will find master artisans, affluent merchants, remorseless criminals, and mysterious strangers. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because there's like quite a lot of like bump on the back of the box, explaining different things. Now, the City is really good because on the actual game board, which you've just seen on the gameplay video a couple of episodes ago, as you know, Mel, you arrive on a city square and I think you roll a d6, don't you? And you can basically just, can't you only go to like 3 places? I think, can't you? Well, what this actually does, guys, it offers an entire zone of about another sort of 20 or 30 sort of spaces, squares, which include shops that you can go into to do your specific business. So you might want to, like, you know, sell some stuff, or you might want to get some, you know, potions, or do whatever you're doing. It's going to be an actual, it's almost opening the city wide open from like one square with a few options to a whole new area of the board, you know. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, I don't like that. That was a little bit rough down there. Hope I haven't managed to damage the side of the box. Okay, where are we? So, I say this is like your medium expansion standard fare, guys. There is a list of contents. I'm not going to go through them. We'll just open them and show them as we go along. Okay, so who actually fancies a little foray into the city? Would you prefer, well, apart from Melody, would you prefer the dungeon? I think in the next couple of months you got the woodlands, and I think the Highlands coming up as well. So yeah, hey ho. Okay, so we have the Talisman City expansion booklet. What this normally does, guys, is it basically just, it'll just go through and show you all the different little quirks and explain a couple of the extra little game modes if you wish. If Melody is kind enough to pass it to me after we've done the rest of the unboxing, I might have a little flick through for you, but basically it's just a couple of little rule tweaks here and there, okay? Oh, now I'm liking this right away. So we got a pack of cards, which you can open. Now on the back of these, we have the talisman symbol, as always. Okay, so I'm loving this. It says the Thieves Guild, the Assassins Guild, and the Merchants Guild. Now, I think what these are I think they're different ways. Can I just borrow one randomly, please? Thank you. The Merchants Guild. Yeah, it is. It's basically a different way to, you put this on the middle of the board to finish the game. While this alternative ending is in play, the amount of gold in the game is not limited. If all gold coins provided in the game are taken, use tokens and counters. Okay, so yeah, it's like, because it's the Merchants Guild, it's all about money and stuff. The first character to reach a crown of command with 20 or more gold wins the game. So this one, basically, if this was sort of drew out, then your aim obviously be to be around the board doing the best you can, but also acquiring as much gold and getting in there. And it's nice because the original Talisman almost splits fans, because it's one of them, once you get into the middle of the board, you're finding spells to kill everybody else. Do you know what I mean? Whereas here, you can all be as greedy as you want if that card comes up. Now, if memory serves me right, we can either put that on as the end condition, or we can basically randomise it and put it face down, so you don't actually know until he gets the Crown of Command what it is. But hey ho, and these are what Mel is excited about. These are the new character cards, guys. Okay, so we have, if you'll show more,
The Spy.
the Spy,
Ooh, he looks cool. The Tinkerer.
the Tinkerer. This is the one I like.
The Bounty Hunter.
The Bounty Hunter. Yep.
The Cat Burglar.
Yep.
The Tavern Maid.
Could be an interesting character.
Yeah.
And finally,
Ooh. What's that?
Elementalist.
Elementalist. Wow.
A magic user,
That
basically.
looks pretty cool.
If you hold that card back up for me. So you see there on the side, guys, all these different characters have different sorts of starting attributes and stuff like that. And again, they have this special rule. And any of these you can play. So you could be having a standard game tonight.
Yeah.
And you could just say, tell you what, I fancy playing the Elementalist. So we come along to this box, grab the figure, grab whatever.
Yeah.
And you can go and you can use him. I've got the board. I'm going to show that last. Okay. Nick's favourite. Spare baggies. Love them. Okay, guys. And we've got 2 packs of little cards here. Okay. So again, they're things like spare items, things like that. I will open one just for unboxing purposes. You have to be really careful. You're supposed to open these by this little pulley thing. It never ever works because I've got sausage fingers. So I try and get a knife, and then the second you put the knife near it, thinking, I really hope I haven't damaged the card. So for anybody at home, don't be as stupid as I am. Okay, let's have a look here. So, yeah, stiletto, if you want to show that up there. Oh, that's nice. You got a dog as a companion.
Aww.
See what I mean, guys? You just get extra things in here randomly. There's a racketeer card. I think he might be somebody you might meet. Crooked scales. Okay, and a jailer. So these are all cards that, again, you just basically put this board on a corner there, and they're all people who you can meet within the city areas. And again, guys, it's just a second set of cards there. I will whiz them open again just for fun. Okay, that opened a lot easier that time. He says, he thinks. Oh, see, there you go. That's how you're supposed to do it, yeah? Yeah. So you guys who've seen all the other videos, you know you have like a pile of cards, you have like your adventure deck, and you have this and your shop and all that kind of stuff. You just add them on there. Den of Thieves. The Black Market. Ooh. Again, these just have like flavour text to go with them.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. The Elixir of Wisdom. So that'd be sort of something that maybe you can buy from like the Alchemist.
Yeah.
When you go and visit him or her. The horse and cart, always handy to have. I think the horse and cart rule is you can basically, is it 4 items you're allowed to carry? You can basically carry 8. But if you lose your horse and cart, then you're knackered, you've got to drop 4 wherever they may be. Den of Thieves, just lying there like that. Okay, just opening the box there. And we get what Mel's favourite part of the boxes are. The figures, of course. What we'll do is we'll show the board, I think.
Yeah. And
then we'll show the figures, and then might have a little look over the book. Okay, guys, so, I'll tell you what. So you can see how big this is, guys. Bear in mind how big the actual board is. This will fit on one corner of the board. I think it's on the upper left, if memory serves me right. So we just go in there. Okay, and you can see all the different spaces there. What I'll do is I'll have a little look at what some of these are in a minute. Okay, so first one randomly I see is the Elemental Avenue. Okay, so City Gate. So at the start of your turn, draw new wanted posters. I'm going to go into that in a second. Until there are a total of 3. So as soon as we go into the city, guys, we pull these wanted posters, and you can actually take them whether you're a bounty hunter or not. So you can go along and you can get those bounties and you can come back to the city and hand them in for gold.
Oh.
Which all goes back into that merchant one before where the person with the more gold wins.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, so what we got here, we got Flask Street, Noble Street, Sanctuary Square, the High Temple, the Academy, where you receive training. Says you may discard 7 points of trophies to gain your choice of 1 strength or 1 craft. The Apothecary, where you can buy potions. The Sorcerer, where you buy spells or sell them even. Magic Emporium. Oh, there we go. There's the jail. Okay, the Soothsayer, the Armoury, the Menagerie, the Stables, the Wharf. So you get an idea, guys, of what's on these streets. As I say, absolutely lovely board, absolutely lovely art. I mean, I do think that the aim of this game, really, for me, would be to have one gigantic game with all 4 corners of the board. I mean, your average game, I think I read somewhere, is an hour per person.
Yeah.
Now, I'd say that because I've actually soloed the game and I've done it within an hour. But yeah, so an hour a person. So say if you played, say, a 4-player game, you're probably actually adding probably another hour on for at least like having these expansions on the board. If you, I mean, you don't have to explore them. You can just walk past them if you want. You say, I don't want to go to the city. I need to go to the caves or whatever.
Yeah.
You can ignore it, but you can always go if you think, well, okay, let's have a game tonight that's based all about the Merchants Guild. Or what was the other one? The Assassins Guild and the Thieves Guild. So it's almost for those video game players, the RPG fans. Glenn, I'm thinking of you. Justin, Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls, stuff like that. Give it real RPG elements, which I really like. I mean, everyone knows my thoughts on this game. I love it. It's my favourite game anyway. But just to have that chance to play that, or next week play the dungeon, or the week after go into the Highlands, you know? Okay, I can feel Mel twitching. Honestly, I can. Show these lovely folks. Show them, please, the figures before you actually do my head in too much. I can feel it. There's a vibe come off it. It's almost like an aura. Shut up, you waffling.
Shut up, waffling. Let me show these figures. Oh, here's the little... He's so cute. I can't remember the names of them now. It's like a little ogre, but he's not.
He's the Tinkerer.
He's the Tinkerer, that's
You see,
right.
I do have a use.
And then...
Okay, so she is the...
Tavern Maid.
Tavern Maid, yeah.
Oh, he looks pretty cool, doesn't he? His little top hat.
Yep.
Looks like he's got a fairy cloak on the back.
Uh-huh.
The spy.
That is the spy, yeah.
The other lady. The cat burglar.
The cat burglar there. So these are lovely if you want to paint them. I'm
amazing. Not... This is the what's
Elementalist.
That? The Elementalist. But look at that. That'd look amazing painted up.
It would do, yeah.
All the flames and...
You could paint it even like ice, I suppose, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
It's like an ice Elementalist. Again, one for you RPG guys.
And last but not least, the Bounty Hunter.
The Bounty Hunter. Okay, so I mean, there's some really interesting sculpts there, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, I say just out of interest, guys, will you just pass me those cards, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, just out of interest, who would you prefer to play? I know I've only showed like a little tiny bit of it, but just out of this box, if you come round tonight with a couple of beers and whatever, we're having a game, who would you prefer to play? The Bounty Hunter, the Cat Burglar, the Tavern Maid, the Elementalist, I think Mel will probably take him or her, the Tinkerer, or the Spy? What would you fancy, and what would you fancy ending the game with? The Thieves Guild, the Assassins Guild, or the Moneymen, the Merchant Guild? Comments below, please, guys. Always interested to hear your opinions. And I did say at the top of the episode, I'd have a quick little look at this. Okay, that's nice. So we've got a quick reference to showing armory cards, stable cards, and Magic Emporium cards. So they're obviously going to be new cards that we can purchase.
Yeah.
Within the city walls. Okay, guys, so this is just the expansion overview. Just tells us what's in it. So we got the city board, city cards, armory cards, pet cards. That's a new one, pets in this one.
Ah, yeah, because we saw the dog, didn't we?
Yeah, Magic Emporium cards, potion cards, stable cards, wanted posters, which they're in there.
Yeah.
Now that's nice. Neutral alignment cards, because you can be good, evil, or neutral. And they're always handy to have to remind you, because there might be a space that says, if you're, say the graveyard, if you're neutral, do this or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're nice to have. The alternative ending cards, and obviously the character cards. That's just basically a list, guys, of what's in the box. Tells us a little bit about the city icon, which is on all the city cards, how you set different things up, the expansion rules, basically tell you how you enter the city and how you leave, movement in the city, leaving the city. Okay, so again, just nice little diagrams there. Gives us some lovely examples. Okay. Example of entering the city and moving around. Then tells us of the encounters in the shops, how you use the city cards, a little bit of region lore, which is nice, tells us all about the city.
Yeah.
Flavour text. And then it says special abilities involving adventure cards in the city region. And it tells us about wanted posters, how we claim bounties. And it says about the alternative endings, which we talked on quite well in this. So again, guys, nothing exciting, just columns of text. Encountering alternative endings, other rules, trinkets, about moving clockwise or anti-clockwise, what we do when we're thrown in jail, and the shop decks. A little bit of lore about each one of the characters and the credits. Okay, so that concludes our little unboxing of the City expansion for Talisman 4th edition, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. More than that, I hope you're still enjoying the series. Leave us a comment below. Just say hi, let us know what you think of the series so far. Drop a little answer to a couple of questions I asked earlier. And we shall see you next month for, is it the Woodlands next month? I think we're visiting the Woodland Realms next month. So yeah, guys, listen. We'll see you then. Before we go, if you're a Talisman fan, or if you're new here, if you fell across us via word of mouth, YouTube, Facebook, anything, Instagram, Twitter, and you're not already, hit that subscribe button. If you're returning sub here, returning viewer, thank you as always from both of us, and we shall see you next month. Melody, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
See you later.